Hello friends, welcome back to the new video of KillMath. So friends, today we are going to discuss the problems based on chapter indices. So as we have been discussing the problems based on indices in the next video, we'll be doing on the revision problems of chapter indices. So after that video, we'll be moving on to the new chapter that I will let you know in the next video. Or you can comment below which chapter you want to explain. So let us go into the video without any delay. So the first question is on your screen, that is root over 2 power x plus 3 is equal to 16. So root over 2 power x plus 3 is equal to 16. I have to say you one formula, that is nth root of nth root of x is equal to x power 1 by n. If here nothing is given, so you may get a question, what should I write in place of n? We should write 2 as it is square root. So the n stands for the one which is dividing the one which is in the root. So if n is square root, x we should divide into 2 equal parts so that we'll get an answer. So now nth root of x we can also write as x power 1 by n. This is a very important law. Now you can see here nth root, so I'll get square, so here I will write 2 in place of x power 1 by n. Here you can see n, I should write 2. Here 2 power x plus 3, I should write 2 power x plus 3 in place of x, and here 1 as it is. So now let us solve the question by using this formula. So I will write 2 power x plus 3 whole power 1 by 2, which is equal to 2 power 4. I wrote 2 power 4 because 16 is nothing but 2 power 4. 2 2's 4, 4 2's 8 and 8 2's 16. So as I have said in the previous video, splitting matters a lot in chapter indices. Now 2 power x plus 3 power 1 by 2, we can use the formula a power m whole power n is equal to a power m multiplied with n. So I'll use that formula. I'll write 2 power x plus 3 multiplied with 1 by 2, which is equal to 2 power 4. So here I can directly write like this, x plus 3 divided by 2 multiplied with 1 is nothing but the number itself. So I have written like this. Now I should say one important statement, that is when bases are equal, powers are equated. When bases are equal, powers are equated. So what does this statement mean? So let us take an simple example and let me explain it to you. So I will take a power m is equal to a power n. So a power n, m is equal to a power n. So what do the term bases and powers mean? What do these fancy words mean? Bases are nothing but the one which bear the exponents. So, bases are nothing but the one which I circle or the one which carry the exponents. So, these two are bases here, and these two are powers. The one with which I kept the black arrow. So, these are the bases and these are the powers. Powers are nothing but we can also call them as exponents or indices, and bases we have a single term, that is nothing but bases itself. Now, according to the statement, when bases are equal, so if we cut the statement till there, when bases are equal, so bases should be equal. So here bases are equal, that is A is equal to A. So I got here A is equal to A. So the first part of the statement satisfies when bases are equal. So that is the first part of the statement. Next, what are given? Only when the bases are equal, powers are equated. So what are powers? The one which I represented with black arrow are the powers. So when bases are equal, that is A is equal to A, the powers, that is M, will be equal to N. Powers we can also equate. So that is what is given in the question. In the statement. M is equal to N. But this condition comes only when the bases are equal, then only the powers are equated. If not, the powers are not equated. So this is a very important tip. So this will be given in many questions. Now here bases are equal here. When bases are equal, now as I have said, powers are equated. So what are the powers actually here? X plus 3 by 2. X plus 3 by 2 on the LHS, and on RHS we are having 4, which is equal to 4. So now x plus 3 is equal to 4. I will multiply or transpose 2 onto RHS. You will get x plus 3 is equal to 4 multiplied with 2, nothing but 8. 4 multiplied with 2, nothing but 8. So x plus 3 is equal to 8. On transposing 3 onto RHS, you will get x is equal to 8 minus 3. X is equal to 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5. So this is the first question answer. Let us go on to the second question. The question is on your screen, that is 3 power x power 2. So it is given 3 power x square or 3 power x power 2. So some may think that is 3 power x multiplied with 2, which is equal to 2x, but when it is given slightly higher, so it will be 3 power x square is to 3 power x is equal to 9 is to 1. So 3 power x square is to 3 power x. So ratio mean division. Ratio mean division. So now as ratio mean division, let us solve it. 3 power 3 power x square divided by 3 power x, which is equal to 9 by 1. 9 by 1. Now here I cannot cancel 3 power x square and 3 power x square like that, because I will be crossing the law. So I should do cross multiplication here. Now I will do 3x square as 3 power x square, three power x power 2 so I'm keeping a line over here so that you will be not confused. Yeah, 3 power x square three power x power 2 is equal to 3 power x into 3 square. I am writing 9 as 3 square because 9 is nothing but 3 square. I will write it as 3 square. Now you know one law, that is a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So that law let us apply here. Here 3 power x plus 2 we are getting 3 power x square is equal to 3 power x plus 2. Now we will be having the bases equal. So when the bases are equal, as I have said, the powers are equated. So when the powers are equated, we will have powers as x square is equal to x plus 2. So x square is equal to x plus 2. We will have x square minus or we can transpose x onto RH, x square onto RHS, we will be getting x square, 0 is equal to x plus 2 plus x square. So x square plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now if you carefully observe, we can do quadratic expression on the LHS side. On the LHS side we can do the quadratic expression. So let us split 2x square in such a way that we should get x. If it is not possible, we should move x plus 2 onto LHS. So let us see whether we are getting or not. We should get 2x multiplied with x. So we are not getting, and minus 2x minus x also, it is not possible. So this is a best tip to check. Now let us transpose this x plus 2 onto our LHS side. We will get x square minus x minus 2, which is equal to 0. we should equate with 0. Now we are having x square minus x minus 2, so we can write minus 2x square. On multiplying the first term and the last term, we will get this one. On multiplying x square and minus 2, we will get minus 2x square. We should split it in such a way that we should get minus x. Let us see. Minus 2x square, we will have minus 2x plus x minus 2x plus x. So minus 2x plus x is nothing but minus x. So, and we multiply also, we will get the same one. So this is satisfying. So now let us write it as x square minus 2x, x square minus 2x plus x x square minus 2x plus x. The x term I am splitting here, and minus 2 is equal to 0. Minus 2 which is equal to 0. Now we can take common from the one which I have kept in the black brackets. So here I can take x common, and you will get x remaining minus 2, as I have taken 2 common, x common, and plus we will have, on taking 1 common, we will have x minus 2 which is equal to 0. So now here we can take x minus 2 common, on taking x minus 2 common, we will have x plus 1 remaining which is equal to 0. Now x minus 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. Here we should write x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. Here we are getting x is equal to, on transposing minus 2 onto RHS, we will get plus 2, and on sending x plus 1, we are sending 1 to RHS, we will get minus 1, x is equal to minus 1. So in the question here, as x power minus 1 which is not possible, we are not getting the answer in positive. So we will get, or we will take x is equal to 2. So this is a very important question. We will get x is equal to 2. So this is our final answer. A very important question. Let us move on to the next question. The question is on your screen, that is root 3 per x minus 3 is equal to 4 root 3 or fourth root of 3, or we can write as it is square root, cube root, you all know it is fourth root. We cannot give it a special name. We can call it fourth root of 3 power x plus 1. So here we are having a value, or we are having a formula, that is a power x, a root of x is equal to x root of, here we are having 1 divided by a. We will have 1 divided by a. We will have 1 root of a. So sorry for the call disturbance. So now we will be having root 3 power x minus 3, as I have said you in the previous question. We will have nth root of x is equal to x power 1 by n. Nth root of x or a root of x, we will have x power 1 by a. We will have 3 whole power x minus 3. We are having first 3 power x minus 3. Let us write that whole power. Now we will write as 1 by 2, as it is square root. I am writing 1 by 2, which is equal to fourth root of 3, or we can call it as fourth root of 3 only. So now I will write as 3 power x plus 1 power 4. 3 power x plus 4. I am writing 3 power x plus 4 because it is given in the question itself. X plus 4 whole power. I am having 1 by 4 because I am satisfying this law, that is x power 1 by a. So I will have x is nothing but 3 power x plus 4 and 1 by 4, because here the 4 is given in the root. Now let us use the law a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn. So you will get 3 power x minus 3 multiplied with 1 by 2 is nothing but divided by 2. So divided by 2 I am writing, which is equal to 3 power x plus 4 divided by 4. I am writing x again. Yes. Now x minus 3, here it is given x plus 1. So I am writing x plus 1. Now you can see the bases are equal. So let us satisfy the law, that is when bases are equal, powers are equated. So here powers are x minus 3 by 2, x minus 3 by 2, which is equal to x plus 1 by 4, which is equal to x plus 1 divided by 4. Now let us cross multiply it. We will get 4 times x minus 4 times x minus 3 is equal to 2 times x plus 1. Now let us open the bracket. We will have 4x minus 4 3s are 12 is equal to 2x plus 2. On sending 2x onto LHS and 12 onto RHS, we will get 4x minus 2x, which is equal to 2x, which is equal to, on sending 12 onto RHS, we will get 2 plus 12. 2 plus 12 is nothing but 14. Here we will have cancellation. 2 1s are 2 7s are, so x into 1 nothing but x is equal to 7. Let us move on to the next question. That is p power 1 minus 2x multiplied with root p is equal to q power 1 minus 2x multiplied with root or q. So now here, as I have said you, just focus here. A root of x is equal to x power 1 by a. So that one will be using here in place of root p and root q. And here a condition is also given that p is not equal to q. So p is not equal to q. Now I will write as p power 1 minus 2x multiplied with p power 1 by 2 is equal to q power 1 minus 2x multiplied with q power 1 by 2. So that is our equation, and we are having a condition over here, that is p is not equal to q at any cost. So now let us apply the formula a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So we will get p power 1 minus 2x plus 1 by 2 is equal to q power, I am applying the formula on both sides, 1 minus 2x plus 1 by 2. So let us do first 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 2x. P power 1 plus 1 by 2. On taking LCM 2, we will have 2 plus 1. Here LCM, this will be 1 and 2 multiplied with 1 nothing but 2. We will have minus 2x remaining, and which is equal to q power 1 plus 1 by 2 nothing but 3 by 2 is equal to q power 1 plus 2 by 2 nothing but 3 by 2 minus 2x minus 2x. So you will have p power 3 by 2 minus 2x, which is equal to q power 3 by 2 minus 2x. Now just consider only the RHS part. Now q power 3 by 2 minus 2x, I can also write it as multiplied with 1. I will represent it like this in red color, multiplied with 1. So, and you know one law, that is a power 0 is equal to 1, where a is a non-zero number, that is a is not equal to 0. So I will write 1 as p power 0. 1 as p power 0. As you already know, p power 0 is equal to 1. Anything power 0 is equal to 1 where the integer or the base is not equal to 0. So I will write like this, and same way I'll do for LHS. So it will be p power 3 by 2 minus 2x into q power 0, p power 3 by 2 minus 2x into q power 0. Now let us apply it here. We will have p power 3 by 2 minus 2x into q power 0 is equal to q power 3 by 2 minus 2x into p power 0. So now we'll be having, when bases are equal, powers are equal or equated statement, as here we are having p and p. So now just consider only the p value. So I have underlined p for you. We are having p power 3 by 2 minus 2x, which is equal to p power 0. We'll have p power 3 by 2 minus 2x is equal to 0. When, sorry, it is p power 0. And you know the statement, that is when bases are equal, powers are equated. So here bases are equal. So let us equate the powers. 3 by 2 minus 2x is equal to 0. 3 by 2 minus 2x is equal to 0. We will get 3 by 2 is equal to 2x. So we will get 3 is equal to, on multiplying 2 with 2x, we will get 4x, and we will get x is equal to, on sending 4 onto RHS, we will get, sorry, LHS, we will get x is equal to 3 by 4. So x is equal to 3 by 4. Now same way let us do for q. Q power 0 is equal to q power 3 by 2 minus 2x. Now here we will have 3 by 2 minus 2x is equal to 0. Here the same way we are having x is equal to 3 by 4. So here also x is equal to 3 by 4 and x is equal to 3 by 4. So we got the value of x, that is nothing but 3 by 4. If we do from any angle, that is you can also equate q with q and p with p, you will get the x same value. So that's all. We got the value of x. So now let us move on to the next question. The question is on your screen, that is 4 power 2m. Here it is given is equal to 3 root 16 power minus 6 by n is equal to root over 8 square root of 8 whole power 2 or whole square. Now I will write 4 as 2 square, 4 as 2 square and power 2m square and power 2m. I have written multiplication symbol over here because we know a formula, that is a power m whole power n is equal to a power m multiplied with n. So that I am writing here, which is equal to cube root of 16 whole power minus 1 by n. So now before equating to that, in the question it is given the two variables m and n. So as it is given equals to, so these three are equal to each other, so I can also write 4 power 2m is equal to root over 8 whole square. Is it right? So now I will write these two are equal because this is having the variable and this is not having the variable, so it will be easy for me to solve or find the value of m. 2 power 2m, 2 power 2 whole power 2m is equal to root of 8. Square root of 8 is nothing but root over 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 whole square. Now I can take one pair of 2 outside. I will get 2 root 2 whole square, but this will be a confusing one. So now let us solve in the method which I said, that is a power x is equal to x power 1 by a. So I will get 8 power 2 whole power 1 by 2. So 2 power 4m on multiplying here, we will get 8 power 2 into 1 by 2, where 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I will get 2 power 4m is equal to 8. So you know 2 power 4m is equal to 8. Then you know what is the value of 8. 8 is nothing but 2 cube. 2 2s are 4 and 4 2s are 8. You will get 2 cube. And now we can apply the statement, that is when bases are equal, powers are equated. So we will get 4m is equal to 3 on sending or on transposing 4 onto RHS, we will get m is equal to 3 by 4. So we got the value of m. Let us solve the same for n. Now we should omit this and we should only take the one which I kept in red brackets, the box. So that one we should take 3 root 16 power minus 6 by n is equal to root over 8 by 2. You know root over 8 whole square is equal to 8, as we have already solved here. Let us write is equal to 8, that is on the RHS. What is the value of this one? That is 3 root 16 minus 6 by n. We will have 3 root 16 is nothing but 16 whole power 1 by 3 whole power, we are having minus 6 by n multiplied with minus 6 by n. So now let us consider only LHS. So in exam tip is, if you have a complicated one, you better take LHS once and RHS once, and then you can equate the further or the uttermost solved expressions, you can equate them. So on taking LHS, we will get 16 power 1 by 3, 16 power 1 by 3 multiplied with minus 6 by n. I wrote multiplied with minus 6 by n because you know one formula, that is a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn. So that formula I am applying it over here. So minus 6 by n. You will have 3 ones, 3 minus 2s. You will have 16 power minus 2 by n. 16 power minus 2 by n. Here I will write 8 as 2 cube. So here I should also write 16 as 2 power something, nothing but 2 power 4 multiplied with minus 2 by n. You will get 2 power minus 8 by n. Hope the idea is clear. Now let us solve it. 2 power minus 8 by n is equal to 2 cube. So when bases are equal, powers are equated. When bases are equal, powers are equated. You will have minus 8 by n is equal to 3. So on cross multiplying, you will have 3n is equal to, the remaining one is minus 8. So n is equal to minus 8 by 3. N is equal to minus 8 by 3. You can leave the answer like this, or you can also solve it or further simplify it in mixed fraction, that is nothing but 2 minus it is, and 3 to 6 and 2 remaining minus 2 by 3. So that's all, we'll get like this. So that's all for today's videos, friends. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. We are very near to 50 subscribers. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and share it to your friends and like the video. Thank you for watching, friends. Thank you.